What a fantastic day to be at Gamescom here in Cologne, Germany. So hello and welcome to everyone joining us via live stream and obviously also here at the Gamescom at the Nintendo booth. We are live from the Nintendo Red Cube and I'm joined by two wonderful people. And for once, it's our special guest today. It's Andre, the supervising producer of FIFA 18 for Nintendo Switch.
Hello,
That's super
everyone.
exciting. Good to have you here, Andre.
Good to be here.
And Chris, come on, let's do a handshake. My lovely
Morning.
colleague from Nintendo of Europe. Are you guys excited about what we're going to show right now?
Oh man, yes.
It really is exciting.
We've waited for months.
Yeah.
Point.
So did I. But I know that Chris is really excited because he's a big football fan.
And I waited for 19 years to do what we can do now.
We're going to tell you later.
That I can play with the Dutch champion.
Yeah. So let's start with some general information because you are the supervising producer for FIFA 18 on Nintendo Switch. So tell us something about that. Like FIFA 18 on Nintendo Switch, if you think about it, it's pretty mind-blowing because you can play wherever you want, with whoever you want at any time. That's just spectacular. And it's still a full console.
Yeah. So it's been an exciting journey so far, and we're really proud. Both the team back in my home, Bucharest, and the team in Vancouver are really proud about the game that we actually managed to pull off. Come September 29, I'm sure it's going to be an incredible game to actually get for the Switch. And to your point, we tried as much as possible to create a game that is social, immersive, authentic, and that feels like FIFA, and it's an authentic representation of the sport. And I think that 99% were there with the game you see today, and the other 1% will happen in the next week.
That's fantastic news. So Chris, I already teased it a little bit. The variety of possibilities to use it is quite spectacular. So maybe Andre and you guys can just talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, well, I think one of the unique things of FIFA 18 on Nintendo Switch is, of course, that because the Nintendo Switch is a console that you can plug to the TV at home, but you can also immediately take it on the go. It means that you really have the full FIFA experience anywhere you are. And especially having two Joy-Con means that if you meet someone somewhere, you can immediately play a quick game of FIFA. And I can already say that it happened a few times for me in the office that someone came in and we were just like, okay, let's find this table and just play a quick round.
Yeah.
He has private access to builds.
That's true.
Yeah, no, to Chris' point, everything he said is absolutely true. So this is the first time you're actually to play such an immersive FIFA game, both in the living room, on the couch, but also on the go.
Yeah.
Either you're on the commute, you're even at school, or in a plane, you can play. And what's more extraordinary is that right out of the box, you can just split the Joy-Cons and you can play 1 versus 1 without having to buy any other extra.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I can imagine being on the train or on the bus on the way to the university, and I see a friend coming into the bus, and I'm like, hey, I'm playing right now. You want to join me?
Yeah.
It's spectacular.
Yeah. And we're going to talk more about it later, but if he has a console, then you can even play without an internet connection, each one of you on his own console.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the different game modes that we are having in FIFA 18. I guess most of us are quite familiar with FIFA now, but let's talk a little bit specifically about the Switch version.
Yeah, so we're introducing exclusive mode to the Switch. It's what I was referencing earlier. It's called Local Seasons.
Yeah.
Which basically allows, if you have a console and I have a console, even without an internet connection, we're able to play each other wherever we are. And it's going to track our history together over a 5-match season.
Yeah.
So at the end of those 5 matches, a winner will be determined, actually. It's quite exciting.
And I always have that L over my head.
Well, that means someone else has a W.
I guess it's like that, yeah. You guys want to dive into the game?
Absolutely.
Let's do that.
Perfect. So Andre, take it away. I guess you want to explain a little bit more about what's going to happen?
Yeah, sure. So this is kickoff. This is basically let's say the very easy to get into mode. I'm going to choose Real Madrid.
I'm going to choose Feyenoord. This is a unique opportunity.
Yeah, tell us something about this specific matchup.
Well, the specific matchup for me is very special because it's been quite a long time since I could say that Feyenoord was the Dutch champion.
Yep.
And we might actually play Real Madrid in the Champions League because the draw is today, and who knows?
Looking forward to that.
Yes.
We want to do some team management.
No. We have a beautiful
the perfect team.
Yeah. This is how I would start as well.
Did you change something right now?
No. I just for Chris.
Yeah.
So that he has a chance.
Oh, come on.
Let's see.
He's actually quite a good player.
Oh, I'm sure he is. He's probably going to beat me. Yeah, so these are the skill games, for example. You're able to play them before the match, but also in between matches. So we have a multitude of skill games, some that actually introduce you to football and teach you the basic mechanics and the basic core concepts of the game. But then once you progress, you also have advanced, and you can just have a ladder that you can go and go and go.
Hello everybody, Martin Tyler here.
Yeah, so one thing that I actually was really impressed by is the detail of all the animations of the players, which you could already see a bit in the dribbling. I can imagine that was also quite difficult feat to accomplish.
Yeah, for sure. So this is a custom-built engine for the Switch. We're using something for the visual part. We're using something we call physically based rendering. As you can see, the player faces look absolutely extraordinary, and they are really close to their real-life counterparts. We've redone the pitch. The grass is actually 3D. The crowds are 3D, and there have been a lot of improvements in lighting to make the colors vibrant and all of that. To your point, what you said earlier regarding gameplay, so you'll see right away that the game is super responsive. It's really easy to get into, and the most important part is that it's fun to play, and that's what we aimed from the start. We wanted to make a game that people will enjoy right away, and I think we accomplished that. You probably saw already.
Yes.
And gameplay is very fluent, and the animations you mentioned, again, a lot of work has been put into those to make them as recognizable as possible and as easy to understand.
And everything is so smooth. So
You
guys took a long time to get the best out of it.
For sure.
He's got the ball back. Well, the defender.
As I said, because this is the first FIFA game on Nintendo in a while now, we wanted to take our time to get it right from all standpoints, and we worked a lot on the visual audio immersion part. We worked a lot on gameplay to make it, as I said, really responsive, really easy to get into, but also in depth in modes, because we wanted people to actually have a lot to play in the game.
And that's something I noticed immediately when playing it for the first time. That's the game is really responsive. It really feels like you can pull off all the moves that you want to do, and I think you can already see that we're both quite good at blocking each other.
He had a sixth sense there to get to the right position and nick the ball.
Oh, that was a nice move.
Coming in from Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, the goalkeeper will hope that it stays like that.
Yeah, so you just said it's been quite a while since you did an FIFA for an actual Nintendo console. So talk us a little bit through the different style of producing for Switch now compared to other systems, because I guess it's quite different.
Yeah. So, close. So what we did when we actually decided to do the game is that we spent quite a bit of time just thinking about what the platform is, its capabilities, what kind of players are actually going to enjoy games on it, and it's not that we thought in terms of, hey, what are the features that we want to do? We thought in terms of, hey, what are the feelings we want people to have when they actually play the game?
Nice.
And we came up with words like fun, like authentic, simple words. But those words actually guided us throughout development to actually pick the best features and invest in the right areas. Because with FIFA, you always only have less than a year to actually to actually do each game. September never moves.
It's not that long anymore. Yeah, that's true. I can also guess that you get a lot of response from like fans in regards of FIFA in general.
Yeah.
And maybe you can like pick up some ideas or some feedback, and
For sure.
this time it was a new opportunity to bring stuff into it.
Yeah, it was difficult this time because for a while we were flying in blind because the console wasn't launched. There was no history or recent history, so we had to make some informed choices based on experience, and only when we could talk about it, actually start seeing how players interact with it. And starting in May, we did that. We always look forward to feedback because it actually helps guide development. It's important. I mean, the most important. Let's do a counter-attack.
Yeah, that's what Real is known for.
The most important thing is for players to get the game that they want, not for developers to make the game that they want. That doesn't matter at the end of the day.
What I like a lot about FIFA in general is that it's for everyone. Like, it's not just for the hardcore gamer, the professionals like you guys, it's also for suckers like me. Because it's so easy to get into. So I figured maybe you also have like really bad players in your development team, and you always ask them, can you please play that and tell me your feedback?
Sure, yeah, we do a lot of, we call it user experience testing, basically, and yes, we do have players that might even be considered pros for how good they actually play the game, but we also have players that only play from time to time social with friends.
Yeah.
And we have to cater towards all those players. We're not doing the game just for one section of the audience, but for everyone. As you said, it's a world's game at the end of the day.
One thing that I also really like is that it's very fast.
Yeah.
Like just everything, you really boot up a game really quickly.
Yeah.
Just diverted it away.
Yeah, we're as much as possible. We try to optimize how quickly you can get into the game, because being a platform, a console that you can take with you on the go, people will want to have quick sessions rather than spend a long time trying to figure out how to get into the game, set up teams, etc.
Exactly.
So Chris, are you happy with your team's performance for now?
I'm very happy. If this happens in real life.
I know.
I mean, that's
why I'm asking.
Victory.
Oh.
Yeah, this will be me stressed for the TV.
No, Chris plays really, really good.
I'm already interested in the stats. Like, will be interesting to see. Oh, there we go.
Oh, he's too
passing.
slow.
So 73%, 76 for Andre. Oh, ball is still hot.
I never have a lot of possession. Oh, that was a beautiful trick.
That was great. Didn't do anything though. You're still in it.
That's what you think. It raised my heartbeat.
But that just makes you stronger, right?
Oh. Everything is about continuous pressure.
Yeah.
You just go and have a stab at his morale.
Yeah.
Slowly.
No. Oh, why did I do this?
I'm not going to score this.
Oh, that's very kind.
That's beautiful.
Here, you can have the ball.
Thank you. Yeah, so to your point earlier, we spent a lot of time actually understanding what the console is and what player want to be able to cater the experience towards that. So you can play in tabletop mode, you can play in handheld, you can play in docked. What we're seeing right now, for example, is 1080p running at 60 frames per second. When you plug it out and you play in handheld, it's 720p running at 60 frames per second. And we spent a lot of time making sure that transition happens seamlessly, and you still get 60 frames per second, because that's the beauty of the console at the end of the day.
Absolutely. So let's take this halftime pause for continuing the talk about the game modes, because as you just said, we were talking about local seasons, of course, but there's more.
Yeah, there's more, and most importantly, we're launching Ultimate Team for the first time ever on Nintendo, and actually it's going to be the first time you're going to be able to play Ultimate Team on the go. Up until now, you can't. But maybe we can watch something.
Yeah, definitely. I know that we have a trailer available, so let's have a look at Ultimate Team.
I am
Carlos Puyol, Deco,
JJ Okocha.
I'm a FIFA Ultimate Team icon.
These are my stories.
Young Rio Ferdinand, the quickest, the silkiest defender on the planet. Who had skills like him?
Old Thierry Henry was still fearless, better left foot, better right foot, better vision, overall a team player.
I was a very brave goalkeeper in 1992. I was coming for crosses, but I was thinking that I could do anything.
Ser el capitán para mí era un orgullo, una responsabilidad también. Tuve la suerte de poder levantar las 6 copas en un mismo año.
In 1995, beautiful, of course, yeah. For a young guy approaching the football and won everything that you can win, come on.
Eu tinha tido a sorte de ganhar em Portugal, Espanha e acabei por vencer outra vez em Inglaterra. Por isso foi espetacular ter vencido.
Não, em relação ao Real Madrid, em 98 foi uma temporada muito boa. Não era aquele lateral defensivo, né? Eu atacava, porque eu sabia que na parte defensiva também eu sabia voltar rápido.
94 Nations Cup was one of the highlights of my career. I had the ability, to do certain things with the ball and let the crowd maybe enjoy their ticket.
To burst onto the scene so early as a 17-year-old, when you have that belief, when you just know something's going to happen, when you're riding the crest of a wave, you feel as if you're a bit invincible at the time.
And we are back in the Nintendo Red Cube. That was quite the interesting trailer.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. So Ultimate Team, I know that so many people just love it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Since the launch, it's such a highly anticipated mode.
It's grown every year, and it's our most popular mode.
Yeah.
So we're really excited that we actually managed to launch it on Nintendo as well, and just kudos to the entire Nintendo team who has been supportive from day one to actually make it happen. It's been an incredible ride so far, but I think come September 29, people will enjoy it a lot. So yeah, you just saw the trailer for Icons. It's a new feature we're putting out there this year. It's basically bringing legendary players into Ultimate Team. And not only that, but we also have something we're calling stories. So you get stories around icons in the sense that each icon will have 3 versions depicting a key point in their illustrious career. So, for example, you have 3 versions of Ronaldinho or 3 versions of Ronaldo. Yeah, and those will be incredible. We're going to release them as time progresses and as the season progresses, but those are incredible players for you to get your hands on.
Yeah, sounds wonderful. So we're going into detail with that a little bit later.
Absolutely.
Let's continue.
Absolutely. Second half, we need to score something.
Yeah, definitely.
I will try, but...
Moving again for the start of the second half.
So Chris, did you change your tactic or something?
No, my tactic is just make use of that one chance that I will get.
Don't get a goal.
Gareth Bale. El Ahmedi.
Oh,
we can tell he knows the game.
Good combination there.
To get to the right position and nick the ball.
I'm not quite sure how I would feel about that game as a spectator. Like, if I would be in there paying for the ticket.
I would say this is a very realistic display.
Yeah, that's true. But do we want that? I'm not sure.
Trust his goalkeeper's footwork here with a back pass.
He's defending really well.
Yeah, he really is.
Keeping possession of the ball and everything.
And my problem is always that I never have been good at scoring goals. So I'm not sure if I can fulfill on the promise.
But then you're good at penalties.
I'm good at the draw.
No one there.
Ooh, they're getting tired.
Yeah, so Ultimate Team as well, we were talking earlier about it. Just a moment. It's basically a mode that is very heavily content driven and live driven. So we're going to have a lot of.
Ooh. It was inevitable.
No, he let that in.
No.
Yeah.
I tried to push it forward. Man, it went off my shoulder.
Yeah.
Well, here's the goal again.
And he never misses from there. Yeah, so we're going to have a lot of live campaigns. So people that are already familiar with the mode, will, for example, recognize Wants to Watch, Team of the Week, Team of the Season, and all those will basically be 365 days per year, every week, every month, matching everything that happens in real life football.
So as we saw in the trailer, and we're going to talk about it later on as well, we have all these icons. Is this specifically something that fans requested, or was it on like somewhere back in your head for a long time already?
I think it was both. I think it was both. A lot of players for a long time wanted to be able to play with classic players, with players that they've
from my
they've grown up with, yes. But that don't play anymore, so it was impossible up until now. But Icons allows you to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
And not only allows you to do that with one version of that player, but also 3 versions of that player. So, for example, with Ronaldinho, I was saying earlier, you get a version from his times at Paris Saint-Germain, and then a version of with him at Barcelona, and then one at AC Milan. So you get all of those.
He's missed the target by quite
so, Chris, I will try to keep him in a discussion, and then you.
It's much appreciated, but he's not giving me any space. He's not giving me any space. That's the problem.
You guys are doing good, so don't worry.
No, but this is not fair. Either he needs to pick a different team, or I have to.
No,
it's fine. He wanted.
Exactly.
He wanted that one.
See, here's going. It's gonna happen.
Oh, the nerve.
Close.
Chris, you had the chance.
He did a skill move there.
Yeah.
Just one chance.
And I can't believe it.
About 20 more minutes in game, so you can still do it.
Yeah. Oh, I will go for bank.
So, Chris, even though you are the one who needs to still score, maybe you can tell me something, because you played it for a while now.
Yeah.
And that's something special compared to everyone on Gamescom, I guess. So, what are your main reasons to get FIFA 18? Because I know that you are pretty happy with that.
Well, one thing that, as I mentioned before, what I really like is the amount of freedom that you have in the animations, because it really feels like you can pull off every move that you want, even when you're playing with a single Joy-Con. And for me, that's the thing, that I know that it fits very much into how I play games nowadays, where I don't always have the time to play for a long time, but I often have the time for a spontaneous game.
Yeah.
And I feel that the speed and the level of animation really allow me to do that wherever I am. And plus, I mean, I can play with Feyenoord as the Dutch champions. I may have mentioned it before.
Yeah, you can even see people backstage of our main stage sitting there and playing FIFA all the time. So
good block.
Navas.
Yeah.
If they take the corner right. Cleared the ball. And here's the shot. He's a great volley.
Yeah, so
it looks a bit like desperation right now, but
well, I mean, my defenders.
No, he's putting on the pressure.
Yeah, I'm playing ultra attacking now.
Look. Sorry, Andre, what did you want to say?
Yeah, so
it was a good tactic.
I wanted to mention that you asked Chris earlier, why would he buy the game? Completely agree with Chris. 3 main things: gameplay, visuals, and Ultimate Team. But the whole package with you on the go as well.
Yeah.
So all those 3 things. For me, the game will be a must-buy. come September 24th, and I hope people will enjoy it and will get to try it out.
I'm pretty sure they will.
Could have been a really important pass at this stage.
I mean, I was thinking about it. I was like, okay, FIFA 18 on Switch, that's quite interesting, but I didn't really like think about playing it on the go. I don't know why, because maybe it's me and I'm just mostly sitting at home doing it and then just sharing a controller with a friend or something. But the fact that this mobility factor is in there is
that is so good. Important. And even in Ultimate Team, you can just create a hotspot from your mobile phone and still be able to make transfers, manage your squads, and all of that.
Yeah, and I think that is also something which will really play a big role in sort of keep your team going, right? That you can make use of all those moments where you just have a bit of time. Oh no, That's very gentle.
Bad shot.
He's going easy on me, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
It was a great
good match, guys. Pretty good. So, let's get into Ultimate Team again.
Yeah, for sure.
Might we?
Let me bring it up.
Because, of course, we all want to see it. So.
For the first time.
Nice.
Yeah, so this is Ultimate Team on FIFA 18 on Nintendo Switch. As I said, we're super excited that we're able to finally bring our most popular mode onto Nintendo and for Nintendo players. I think they're going to have incredible amount of fun with it. It's basically a game within a game. So you have single player season, you have online season, you have draft mode, you have squad building challenges, you have manager objectives, you have a lot of ways to actually play the game. This is, for example, how the squad screen looks like, and you're able to manage your whole squad from here. And then you play games. You basically earn coins, and then you open packs, and you basically build your fantasy team. And then either play single player or play online with other people. We can open a pack.
Yeah, that would be lovely. Let's do it. Because I know that we're near the end, unfortunately, so let's get the most out of it.
So we're going to get an ultimate pack.
Yes.
Let's see what kind of player we actually get.
And we gotta say, at home it's much quicker, like the loading screen that we had before. We got to be honest, it's over your hotspot right now.
Yeah, so I got Chris Smalling, I got Jose Fonte. Not the best pack in the world.
It's fine. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're super excited, and as I said, I was just the other day I was getting texts from back home and from both teams. Hey, we can't look more excited than to actually show the game to the world.
Yeah.
So they are really proud about what they managed to actually pull off.
I think you did a great job in just showcasing a little bit more about FIFA 18 on Nintendo Switch. I personally can't wait for it. As I said before, it's such a great game, even though for beginners. Yep. So thank you very much, Andre.
My pleasure.
It was great to have you here. Chris?
Thank you very much, Andre.
My pleasure.
Good match, guys.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I hope we were able to give you a bit more insight about FIFA 18 on Nintendo Switch. And you guys will be with us for the next Nintendo Red Cube show, which is about to come in 1 hour, but it's going to take place on the battle stage over there with a very special guest. So I hope you guys are with us again, and thank you very much for your attention. See you guys later.